relief. Great big deep breath in. Oh. If you're an entrepreneur trying to keep up with what actually matters, this is for you. I go live every business day at 6 p.m. Eastern, and to the very best of my ability, I give you everything that matters in the entrepreneurial world across business, AI, markets, platforms, and policy, all in 15 minutes or less. If you want the Daily Sigh delivered directly to your inbox, please go to dailysigh.ai. Let's dive in. Our leading story of the day. Founders behind $200 million EV infrastructure exit and now launch an AI native venture studio. This is from the Business Wire. Proven founders are shifting capital and expertise towards building AI native infrastructure, signaling where the next major acquisitions will occur. This is the picks and shovels in the gold race. This move highlights a transition from general AI tools to specialized enterprise software built on AI native foundations. I was actually talking to my business partner, Kayla Love, today. Kayla, if you don't know, runs the Vibe Coding Incubator. You can join for free, vcinc.ai. And we were talking about how the future of software is custom applications bespoke to the organization. And y'all, this isn't just for enterprises. This is for you. If you're a small business owner paying any amount of money a month for software, it's amazing what you're able to build yourself effectively for free and suited to your needs. It's actually easier and faster to build your own project management tool than it is to customize ClickUp for you. And that's not hyperbole, like obviously depending upon your needs and requirements, but like it's insane what you can do now with some of these vibe coding tools. So, and we're seeing that in the wild, so to speak. Organizations are building entire tech stacks from the ground up. And the smaller you are, I think the more accessible this is to you because you can be super nimble. Big organizations have a hard time, obviously, with tech infrastructure and some of the investments that they've made. Next story from Trendus AI. OpenAI releases GPT 5.3 Codex Sparks. What is with the names, dude? Like, how many freaking things in there do I need? I'm sure there's a way to simplify this. I'm going to ask ChatGPT. Codex Sparks allows for near instant code edits, enabling near instant code edits at 1,000 tokens per second. I don't know what that means. Allows mid-sized SaaS firms to accelerate development cycles. This technology can reduce engineering costs by up to 25%, directly impacting the bottom line for tech-heavy organizations. The cost of creation in software is plummeting to zero, forcing a strategic shift from building to architecting and distribution. This is interesting. Never in my life, man. Software engineers used to be just the most important people in the whole wide world. And now we're dealing in a world where in 24 months, they're going to just be completely superfluous to the whole process. From Anthropic. Anthropic launches Claude 4.5 Sonnet with improved planning. Improved tool use and 2.5 better long horizon planning help agencies automate complex client workflows. Y'all, if you haven't played with Claude, and especially Claude Cowork, it's just absolutely worth doing. Claude Cowork especially has been a miracle. Some of the things that it's capable of blow my mind. It's the closest thing to AGI that I have. I haven't played with OpenClaw yet because I'm afraid of it, to be honest with you. But AI is moving from simple text generation to agentic behavior where the model can plan and execute multi-steps autonomously. From Reuters, this one's really, really interesting. Supreme Court rules against President Trump's tariff authority. The court ruled that tariffs imposed under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act without congressional approval cannot stand. If you don't know, Trump tried to pass like a 15% global tariff. Businesses that paid roughly $175 billion in tariffs are now navigating a complex and potentially long-term refund process. The deeper pattern here is regulatory and legal volatility remains a primary risk for international trade. Also super interesting, speaking of the courts, this comes from Legal News. Federal ruling states, this is weird, federal ruling states AI documents not protected by privilege. A new ruling finds that AI-generated documents are not protected by attorney-client privilege. Founders must use secure enterprise AI tools to avoid waiver risks in compliance-heavy sectors like fintech. That's interesting to see where legislation is starting to land. From Salesforce unveiled Agentforce 360 with voice capabilities. It's cool, y'all. Some of what's happening in the voice sector from an AI, I think, is the most exciting because it feels like it feels the craziest to me. You know what I mean? It feels to me like voice was the one code they weren't going to crack. And then when they did, it blew my mind. It's actually even more interesting to me when I interface with AI voice than when I interface with AI videos. From CXO Today, next wave in automation anywhere launch massive AI upskilling, a large-scale initiative in India to train workers in AI and agentic process automation. There's going to be a space race, obviously. Everybody on the planet is going to move and mobilize in order to get their workforce AI ready for a billion reasons. And if you're not mobilized, I'd recommend doing that now. If you want to join my vibe coding incubator, go do that. vcinc.ai. From SaaS Market Insight, micro SaaS businesses report 70 to 80% profit margins. Wow. Nice SaaS solutions are driving high growth by leveraging automation and maintaining low operational costs. If you're looking for something to do, if you don't know what the next big opportunity is, especially if you're in the agency space, go look at bespoke software for other people. You can vibe code. Dude, you can prompt SaaS easier than you can prompt articles now. It's unreal. From Business Wire, the Knot Worldwide launches small business grant program, a new grant program designed to support small businesses within the wedding industry ecosystem. This is an immediate capital opportunity for niche businesses with a hard application deadline of March 30. I realize that that's ultra niche, but the thing that I thought that was really interesting about it is there are all these little repositories of money where if you just pay attention, you can actually, grants are available and accessible, especially depending on who you are, demographically and psychographically. That's it for all the major stories. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Hold on. I'm going to go back. Founders behind. Nope, I already talked about that. Founders Fund invests $100 million into substrate for chip production. This is from context.com. I don't know what that means or why it matters. The investment focuses on X-ray lithography technology, which is essential for the next generation of chip production. Okay. For founders, this signals that the underlying hardware constraints of AI are still a massive area for value capture and long-term infrastructure stability. Just felt like it is outside of my pay grade, and I don't understand it. That's it. If you're watching live, thank you for joining. Who do I see? Michaela, Flat Out Free Forever. Thank you both for being here. Hannah, Elizabeth, George, Adrito, Big Bright Digital, Ecom Victor, B Marriage. Thank you all for being here live. I really appreciate it. I go live every single business day at 6 p.m. Eastern to update you on what's happening in the world. I read the news so you don't have to, and all you do is tune in, and then you're caught all the way up. If you want the Daily Sigh delivered directly to your inbox, go to dailysigh.ai. This is the